if they get away with, what if their taxes or their tax fraud equates to more than $1 million?
I don't know, man. I'm pitching here, okay? I'm trying to keep my job.
What job?
A pitcher. That's what you guys hired me for.
Oh,
a pitcher.
Pitcher's better than catcher, that's for sure.
Heyo, catcher. I hardly knew her.
What's Chiefin, my dudes? A warm tribal welcome from all of us over here at Chiefin. If you are listening to us, I'd like to say good day and welcome to the tribe if this is your first time listening.
I mean, I think it's safe to say anyone that just heard that is definitely listening to us. So I don't know if you have to put the disclaimer if you're listening to us.
Hey, they could be watching us.
Wait, what? Someone's in the room?
Uh-huh. Yeah, they're in my room. I'm talking to a guy right now across from me.
I mean, that's pretty cool. So it's like, it helps you like direct your speech for the podcast. That's really taking it to the next level. I appreciate that dedication.
He's freaking deaf, you ints.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
You freaking dunce. How dare you?
Dude, I'm not Kristen.
You insensitive dunce.
I'm not Mary Jane.
Yes, you are. MJ, where are you? Where are you?
Where are you?
Sorry.
I'm Scottie Pippen. Because you said
I cannot
MJ.
eat. I cannot sleep tonight. I need somebody in Alt J. No, Alt J.
All J.
No, Alt J. It's a band. They have some pretty good songs.
I've never heard of them in my life.
Well, maybe you need to be better versed in music culture.
Oh. No, I think I'm good.
That's what someone that's not well versed would say.
Like, I think I'm good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with how versed I am.
I just picture you like on a rocking chair on like a front porch somewhere with your arms crossed, or like in your lap, and you're just, nah, I'm good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I heard that one time where it might have been Bill Burr or some other comedian talking like, you know, you get to a certain point where the music you listen to is just going to be in your catalog forever and you'll never understand new music. And I think I'm getting there. I think I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm the same way. What's good about what I like is it's stuff that's coming back around. Like, I always liked, classic rock. And I feel like bands nowadays are coming back. Or may've always
classic
been there.
Rock is
like,
a ways out from coming back, dude.
No, it's coming back. It's already here. There's already bands that are like that. Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, that's just a copy, though. I mean, they're not, no.
They're new age shit, man, but they're old age rhythm and sound.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, if you think coming back is just copying how another band sounds, sure, there could be tons of people, you know what I mean? Their appeal is that they sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. It's good.
They sound
it's
a lot
fun.
like. Well, what's funny is they're like, oh, Led Zeppelin doesn't influence us at all. I'm like, yeah, they do. They sound exactly like
Exactly. And like, nothing wrong with it. Sure, but admit it, right? The concert we went to was a ton of fun. I had a great time. The music was fun. Just waited for that one part the whole time. Yeah.
It's the only part that you knew, and you were waiting for it, and man, did you kill it. You should have been on stage with them.
It paid off. Let's just say that.
They're like, and here to join us on stage is Bryce. I'm like, where'd Bryce go?
All right,
All
2, 3, 4.
I was like, whoa, okay. I guess Bryce got inducted, huh? Okay, nice.
Honestly, it's really interesting to me to see how popular music changes. And you can see it like in TV, because I went through a phase where I was really into watching like old Real Worlds. I can never say that. I sound drunk whenever I'm saying it. But old like MTV Real World like seasons and like those shows. And like you can just like, the older you get, the more the like theme music and like in between scene music is all rock and roll. And like as time progresses, it's just more and more hip hop. And now popular music is hip hop music. So I wouldn't even consider it pop music. Like pop is popular, right? But when you think pop, you think like Britney Spears, Katy Perry. It's not that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Katy Perry doing a song.
Wow, I
with the
never
Migos.
thought of it that way. That's crazy, because like literally pop to me is like, that's like Katy Perry or Britney Spears. That's like that's their genre, I thought, but it's not. You're right. It's popular music.
Yeah, their genre just got taken.
That's weird. So then what's their genre going to be named now?
Stupid.
Could you imagine like being those people and then eventually, your music is no longer popular, so now it's changed and it's like, oh, you're no longer pop, now you're sizzle or something like that. You're like, oh man.
Oh
damn
man, no tartar sauce.
I'm freaking sizzle now. I'm freaking simmer. Dang it.
Damn it, not again.
Yeah, that would be frustrating. That's like, remember in F is for Family when he's doing that radio show and he's like, oh man, you got me doing classic rock or like classic stations. Oh man, I'm not old. He's like, I mean, you're 35. He's like, I'm not that old, man. 35 is the new 20.
Matthew
He like
McConaughey.
refuses to admit that he's getting older. Yeah, what's crazy is like not only just music that you listen to like back in the day, and now you listen to it now, you're like, oh wow, that's really nostalgic. But some TV shows that you go back to and you're like, oh my god, remember this TV show, remember that TV show. But I went back to MTV. You remember that show Next?
Oh yeah, I remember those shows.
That is not. It's nostalgic, but I'm like, why the hell did I ever watch this? This is terrible.
Because we were just horny 13-year-olds, dude.
Yeah, that's why I watched Mansers. Same thing. I watched Mansers because it had, like, it didn't even have like a good premise. It was just stuff that people Googled and then they just put it on the show. They're like, oh, how cold do you have to be to freeze your balls off? And you're like, well, I want to know. Okay, and then after the break, we'll tell you, do boobs float? Which one floats more?
Whoa.
A fake boob or real boobs? And you're like, oh, I want to know. But really, your 13-year-old, pubescent mind is saying, I just want to see a girl in a bikini.
Yeah,
so you're like, yeah, I'm waiting for
Really?
it.
It's science. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. It's funny seeing over time how different shows and genres. It's funny because it's could be a nice segue into our topic this week. But it's funny to see how different genres get one little hit, and then how networks try to like seep it for all it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, what we're going to be doing this week. We already did an episode on Shark Tank ideas, right? Shark Tank was probably the biggest show in that kind of smart, make you feel smart. It's kind of about business show styles, like all
yeah,
this.
You felt genius because you're like, oh my gosh, I could have invented that.
Yeah, like,
you felt good about yourself because you're like, oh duh, makes sense why they would make that.
And it wasn't a game show; it was just reality. And like CNBC then went on like a roll trying to make all these other shows like Undercover Boss, The Prophet. Dirty Jobs, I don't think it was them, but like those style of shows, Shark Tank, Undercover Boss, The Prophet, where it's like they're just loved by white men in their 50s are actually, I don't mind it. I think I'm the soul of a white guy in their 50s. I don't mind those shows. They can be boring as hell.
Shows. I always enjoy it. Like my dad, he loves Deadliest Catch. He'll watch
crabs.
that all the time, or he'll watch what's it called? Like Gold Miners or Gold Rush, where they're just like this whole family, mining for gold, and they like strike it rich, but they go back every single year. Like they're not like millionaires. They're like, oh man, I just lost $700,000 today because of this. But they're like, they can't just take what they have and then retire. They need like that revenue, because what they're using to mine the stuff with is like super expensive stuff. So they're like, dude, we made like $2 million today, but our equipment costs $3 million. Shit.
Oh. Wait a minute, this business plan doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like those shows.
It's funny seeing what works and what doesn't work.
And hence, I wonder what has not made it to TV and has been killed on the chopping floor. Anyways, guys, we're going to be doing that this week. We are going to be presenting our ideas for CNBC shows. We're going to be pitching.
Tense.
We're going to be pitching.
Tense.
Yeah. If you're not familiar with CNBC, it's basically like NBC, but not NBC. It's like it hasn't made it to primetime yet. It's just another channel channel that they own under the NBC brand. And it has all these shows like Shark Tank, The Profit, all these kind of like business focused shows that appeal to a older demographic, and they try to blend the worlds of like reality shows and those older demos.
Okay, now disclaimer, after you've given that description, one of mine kind of fits that, but not exactly. But it's actually one of my favorite ones. So,
okay,
just FYI.
Well, let's get into it. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
Just so that, I can get my shitty ideas out of the way. So these are shows that did not make it on CNBC. A family that was hired by Snoop Dogg to grow and supply his weed. Now,
do you have a show name?
I didn't even think about show names. Hang on.
Oh my gosh, that's all I have is show names and half-baked ideas.
Okay, fine. Here it is.
Drop it like it's pot.
That's not bad. I was just gonna say. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say no, not hot dog. Hang on. We're gonna like.
You were gonna say hot dog.
Take this out. Just take this shit out. This is.
You were
this
gonna
is horrible.
say hot dog.
Actually, to be honest, I was gonna say hot diggity dog, but okay. Let me think of a new name. Hang on. Pot dog. I like that. Pot dog. There it is. All right. So I decided the television name is gonna be Pot Dog.
I like.
Basically, you follow the lives of this family, and there's like kids, there's teenagers, little kids, adults, and they're all like well versed in weed culture. They know what kind of weed is going to get him messed up, what kind of weed is going to be like the Britney needs to perform tonight kind of thing, or Mariah Carey needs to perform tonight, whatever that thing is, when she had the flu and she had to perform. It's that kind of thing. It's like, oh, this weed will wake you up, man. Oh, this weed will mess you up, man. But they're like, we can't air this, man. There's kids dealing drugs. That's not right.
I like it. I think that there's legs for this because you had the Snoop Dogg Martha Stewart show. There's a demographic for it, but I do agree that it would probably not be good to air a television show showing kids cultivating marijuana.
Yeah, that was like my main concern. While I was sitting there at work thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, what could I do? And I'm like, it would probably be something
with children.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought of it, because I'm like, what could I think of? Actually, what's funny is I was sitting there watching the kids, play on the equipment and stuff, and all of a sudden I see these guys across the way putting up solar panels, and I saw one of them. It looked like he was smoking maybe a cigarette, but it could have been a joint. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. But like that's what like made me think about it. But
what's funny is
what's
that
hilarious,
like, seeing people smoke cigarettes nowadays is more taboo to me than seeing people smoke weed. It's like, whoa.
Dude, totally. But so what's crazy is he's standing on top of this roof, right? And they're throwing like equipment to him. So they're throwing, like a screw, or they're throwing a wrench, what have you. And then he like turns his head for a second to like throw his cigarette down. And when he does that, the guy throws a wrench at him. And they had just finished putting on these solar panels.
What?
All of a sudden this wrench, they just like put them up, right? And he turns and they threw this wrench up there to like tighten something on the solar panel. And the wrench just smacks the solar panel and just shatters it. And what's funny is I could barely see it. I was watching it like through the trees. So they didn't see my face, but I was like, oh my God. Because watching that thing get hit and then just shatter, it was devastating to me.
Those things are expensive too. Like individually, those are very expensive.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, dude, you probably just lost at least $1,000 for that.
Oh, easily. All right. I like that show. Can I present you with my show number 1?
Yes, you may.
All right. Logan just entered the room. I think it's appropriate because she helped me with a couple of these. But this one was independent. I present to you EICEO.
Sorry, say that again?
EICEO.
DICEO?
This summer, America's hottest new reality show. We're taking CEOs and putting them in the what? Farm? That's right. We're taking CEOs from your favorite tech companies and having them get their hands dirty. Moo. Think they could throw some bales of hay? Think they can milk a cow? Tune in. CNBC, Wednesdays at 4 p.m.
So you're putting them on a farm?
Yeah, so EICEO. sounds like
Oh, I got you. Okay.
They're CEOs, and they've never really done physical hard labor a day in their life. It's a reality show competition where they have to compete on a farm, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, how do I use this?" And it's like a hose. That's my show.
Okay. I'm sure they've used a hose before, but it's probably. I would love to see them try to milk a cow. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't think I would, even though I've seen people doing it, I still don't think I could do it.
And
There's
it's
no
gonna
way.
be like very eye-opening scenes where some of them cry like, "This is really gonna make me think differently about how I interact with my employees," and then they're gonna go back and not change their life at all.
Well, they're like shoveling shit, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I should. Yeah, that's my show. That's my favorite show title name that I have.
That was pretty good.
I think that would be a show that should be made. Actually, this is my pitch. CNBC, I know you're listening. EICEO.
My third one is gonna be my actual pitch for a show because I actually really like that one. I just farted. I'm sorry. No, but it wouldn't be a real show. It would be like a spoof on a show. Like it's more of an idea of like
your third one or your second one?
Oh, that's my third one. Let me present my second one, and then you'll see what I'm talking about with my third one. Okay, so this show is called Drug Life.
Drug Life.
Basically, that's why I named it that. I don't know why I thought of thug, but I'm like, yeah, Drug Life. So it's pharmaceutical reps that are treating people. You don't even know what it is yet.
I'm in.
No. Pharmaceutical reps are treating people or like seeing how their prescriptions work on people. Like they're just testing them, right? But it's following the lives of these drug testers, and you are seeing how they react to each drug. But they eventually got shut down because they were like really, really bad side effects happening to people. So they're like, can't do this, can't make this show. Because I'm sure that happens in real life, like where they realize, oh my gosh, this is like giving someone a third arm. We should probably stop giving it to them.
And that's why they use disclaimers or waivers.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like that show.
What's it called?
It's like a weird version of Dr. Pimple Popper, where you just watch people like grow weird things because of drugs.
What would be funny is if they had this show, right, and you follow the people around, and then they're having bad stuff like happen to them. They're having bad side effects, and then they go to another pharmaceutical rep, and they have them prescribe something to counteract the side effects, and then those side effects get even worse. And then they just keep going worse.
It's like continuing to go around. Wow.
Yeah, they're like, please just fix this, man. I originally had a rash, and now I have a freaking unibrow.
Now open your eyes. That's reality, dude. That's called America.
Exactly. That's why it'd be a great reality show.
I like it. What's the name again? Drug Life?
Drug Life.
All right, I like that. Ooh, another good one would have been putting the pharma people on a farm. All my shows are about farms. Just kidding.
It's my only idea. It's just farms.
Show number 2. How to Get Away with Tax Fraud. It's going to be a reality show where teams of 2 people each, similar to The Amazing Race, see who can get away with laundering the most money, like the most unaccounted for income through the IRS. And whoever gets the most through without being flagged or audited gets away with tax fraud.
That'd be actually really cool. I would love that idea. But at the same time, you're promoting illegal activities. But
well, that's why that's why I got shut down.
Yeah. What was it called again?
How to Get Away with Tax Fraud.
Oh, I don't know how I could forget that. It's a pretty basic title.
Yeah, it sounds like another show. That's the whole idea.
How to Get Away with Murder. I know.
Yeah, you do know? It's gold. It's gold, dude.
It's gold. No, that's the Gold Rush. That's what you're thinking. You're mixing up 2 shows.
Rush. It's Rush, dude. All right, that's my second one. What do you got for number 3?
All right, I got to think up a name for this one. Sorry, hang on.
Oh my gosh, if it's as good as Hot Dog, then I'm not buying this show.
Hey, it was Pot Dog first off. Okay.
No, not first off.
Hang on, let me just think.
Pot diggity dog.
Okay, I got it. This is like, I don't know if you're gonna. The name itself is a stretch. Okay, it's called Unlucky Charms. Okay, now.
All right, let me guess what it's about.
Okay, go ahead and try to guess. Yeah.
Irish farmers.
Nope.
No idea.
You're never gonna guess it. It's literally, it's like a pun. It's a play on words, kind of. You're not gonna get it.
Unlucky Charms. Yep, no idea.
Okay, so Lucky Charms are what? What is that?
Cereal.
Okay, so cereal. So it is
It's about
following the
serial
lives.
killers who get caught.
Listen, it's following the lives of suspected serial killers and seeing how they go throughout their day-to-day lives while being on like a watch list. But they stopped making the show because parts of their crew started going missing because the serial killers were killing them.
Well, this is our third camera guy this month. I mean, you sure we shouldn't call the police yet?
I thought it was so funny. I'm sitting there at work and I was like, this would be a great idea for like a comedy show.
Shut down for no other reason but the cast or the crew keeps disappearing.
Yeah, it's like it's like an Office type deal. Like, you have a documentary crew and they're going in there and they're like, so, how's your everyday life and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden the sound guy goes missing. And then, 2 weeks later, then you got like the editor goes missing because the serial killer wanted to see what cuts he had and like
that's so
what angles he was doing and how he was editing and stuff. And then eventually the camera guy goes missing. And they're like, what the fuck, dude?
I love that.
But here's the kicker. There's five serial killers or suspected serial killers, and they don't know which one it is.
Ooh. See, this is a good
And
show.
it's like-
I would want to see this mockumentary show.
And they have like cut scenes with the serial killers, like Jim and people in the office, where they're like, I don't know, man, I'm pretty sure it's Bill. This guy seems like he's a whack job. And then eventually it starts to become a documentary about the serial killers killing the cast members or the crew.
God, I dig it. I'm in.
That's actually one that I really wanted. I that's out of the three that I had. Actually, I had four, but
that's my favorite for sure.
That's definitely my favorite. I'm like, I got to say that for the last for sure.
And for that, I thank you. All right, my last one.
Right, let's hear yours.
Who wants to be a thousandaire?
Okay, let me guess what it is. You have to take people and put them on a game show, and they try to make $1,000.
Wrong. This winter, we take millionaires and what? Drain their bank accounts. Who wants to be a thousandaire? We take some of the richest people that would let us on a game show with Regis freaking Philbin, okay?
Bringing him back, huh?
Instead
I think he's retired from acting.
You can't say that anymore, okay? It's 2020.
I said retired.
So
I didn't say
we
the
take
R
them
word.
instead of other game shows out there where the money goes up. This time, if you guess wrong, the money goes down. So they start with $1 million of their own money, and if they get all the answers right, that's fine. They keep the $1 million. But if they get an answer wrong, it gets drained straight from their bank account into a charity of Regis Philbin's freaking choice, okay?
I mean,
This
it's
winter.
a cool concept, but I don't think that anyone would agree to just drop $1 million.
It's for charity, dude.
I know, but I doubt that they would be like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Because you don't know what the questions are going to be. They could be tough questions.
Jeff Bezos, I mean, he just made $1 million in that amount of time. I think he can spare it.
Dude, I was so bummed to find out that Mike Trout, with his new contract, made the same amount that I make in a month off of one pitch in baseball. That's it. Just one pitch.
That's disappointing. Yeah. And I hate finding out that about people younger than me.
Yeah, exactly. You're like,
oh, this 20-year-old Twitch gamer just makes just 30 million. Oh, what does he do? He turns on his camera and he plays video games.
So, off of the concept of...
Which of my three were your favorite?
Wait, hang on. Before I tell you that, off of the concept that you were talking about with the third one, Kyle, actually, his professor went off and wanted to see what it would be like to be homeless. So he put everything in his bank account and then just took $20 out. I think it was $20 out a week or $20 out like in general, and just tried being homeless for a year. It was kind of a cool idea.
Horrible.
It's a cool idea, but it would be horrible because you're probably gonna be messed up afterwards.
It reminds me of the guy that that was in Super Size Me. Darren or Aaron, whatever, that guy kind of did a documentary series where he did these weird things. And one of them was, could you survive on like $1 a day in the U.S.? And he was like struggling. It was a very
like that Sarah
interesting.
McLachlan thing. For just $1 a day, you too can get herpes.
Or maybe it wasn't $1 a day. I forget what it was, but it was bad. Like he wasn't making any money. It was like, yeah, it was sad. But anyways, all right. Which of my three is your fave?
Okay,
which one
so
are you gonna green
they're
light?
working on a farm. You have one where they're on a farm.
I got
one where they're
EICEO. How to Get Away with Tax Fraud, and Who Wants to Be a Thousand Year.
I would say the best one is probably the last one, only because it's the most practical. I mean, I would like it because I know that they're gonna put that money towards something good.
Well, it's whatever Regis Philbin wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I wouldn't want it to be Regis Philbin's charity. Like, I don't know what he's gonna pick.
Yeah, man. It's all up to wherever Regis wants to put that money.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. If it was a charity that, like, maybe let's say the millionaire chooses the charity, then yes, I'd way more prefer that.
Ooh, what if this was related to How to Get Away with Tax Fraud? Is if you get caught, you have to go and be on the show. This is the punishment. Oh my gosh, I'm making like a universe, a CNBC universe. It's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but boring.
So you're saying...
Oh, wait, it's just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Shots fired.
No, don't you dare. So you're saying that if they get away with... What if their taxes or their tax fraud equates to more than $1 million?
I don't know, man. I'm pitching here, okay? I'm trying to keep my job.
What job?
A pitcher. That's what you guys hired me for. A pitcher.
Pitcher's better than catcher, that's for sure.
Ayo, catcher. I hardly knew her. All right. I pick out of your shows the last one for sure. The Unlucky Charms. I like it a lot.
Wait, what was your favorite out of your three? My favorite was obviously the same one that you said.
Oh, my favorite was EICEO. I feel like in general, that's marketing gold. And I think it's a fun reality show that would be very entertaining to watch.
I do like the name of it, but the name enough is not going to sell me on the concept. I need to have a good concept and then make the name.
It's a great concept. Getting rich people to do not rich people things is like, it's basically what Undercover Boss is.
Dude, I thought it was genius. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. I thought it was genius that I just made up Unlucky Charms on the spot. That was pretty freaking good.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. It kind of gets weighed down by your first... I gotta bring it back. The genius is diluted with the first name, Hot Dog, a show where Snoop Dogg
we agreed
people
we were
grow
cut
weed.
That out.
It's in there. I sprinkled it in so much throughout everything. You're gonna know.
Oh God, no. Well, at least I changed it to Pot Dog. That's better.
Cool. Yeah, dude. And everyone out there, I hope you're really enjoying listening to these. I mean, we're enjoying. I think I gotta retire.
Dude, I think you are retired.
We hope you're enjoying them because we're enjoying making them. Jeez, dude, that just made my brain slow. Been a long week, but this is definitely, recording these are always a highlight. I have fun. Hope you guys enjoyed listening. I swear, if I say enjoy one more time.
For all you long-time listeners, thanks for listening. For all you newcomers, welcome to the tribe.
And for those that left, you're dead to me.
You're fucking dead, man. We're gonna tomahawk you. We're gonna scalp you.
Yeah, dude, our tribe's growing. We're coming, okay? Nice try sending your smallpox blankets. We ain't taking them.
Could you imagine that though? Like local podcasters are now being charged with scalping 13 children. And here's live footage of them scalping, and all you hear is like, "Welcome to the tribe. Keep the Chiefin."
And what was believed to be a guerrilla marketing tactic, but it's been proven to be an actual scalping local podcasters.
What was thought to be an innocent marketing tactic has now become an unlucky incident for this third grader.
I thought you were gonna say unlucky
And that's
charm.
where we get
That would've
unlucky
been-
charms.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say full circle. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. If you're listening right now, we should probably call this out earlier in the episode to have people subscribe. But if you made it this far, thank you. We appreciate you out there. That means you, Josh. Like and subscribe wherever you're listening right now, and we'll see you next week.
Keep it chiefin'.
Keep it chiefin'.